Hey, this is Mayo. How's it going? So in today's video, I wanted to talk about this little miracle weight loss product from Total Life Changes. You know, Total Life Changes is more than just the Iaso tea. They have other wonderful weight loss products, and this has helped me have a lot of success in weight loss. Average is 1 to 3 pounds a day with taking the resolution. And I just wanted to share a little bit of tips with the resolution because there tends to be a lot of confusion. I don't know if people actually read the directions on the back, and I'm just going to share some tips with you, what I've noticed from using the product. So it says for adults to place drops under tongue 3 times a day, leave under the tongue for 15 seconds, then swallow. Do not eat or drink 15 minutes before or 15 minutes after taking the drops. So I've had a couple of people who were like only using the drops once a day. They didn't realize that you take it 3 times a day. And the concept behind the resolution is really similar to HCG, except you can consume 750 calories to 1200 calories a day. And if you're into working out, this is good because you can still work out while taking the resolution drops. If you're not working out, you want to stay closer to the 750 calorie range. Obviously, when you work out, you burn a lot more calories than you would not working out, so you want to make sure that you have enough nutrition to keep your body going and to still be able to build lean muscle if that's what you're interested in. I've done HCG before. It just wasn't for me. I felt like I was dying on it. I haven't done the Total Life Changes HCG just because I fell in love with the resolution. I think I was kind of traumatized by the HCG I had taken. It was a cheap HCG that I had grabbed off of Walmart, and I think I made it like a week before I thought I was going to die on it. So I was a little bit traumatized. So I decided to go with the resolution because it was a little bit higher calorie range. So some things I had noticed with the resolution is if you don't feel like 10 drops under the tongue 3 times a day is enough for appetite control and sugar cravings, you can go ahead and increase your drops to 15 drops 3 times a day. They give you a clean eating meal plan, and the meal plan has been updated from the original, and I personally follow the original meal plan. The updated one is more like HCG, where the original talks about like consuming healthy fats, small amounts of healthy fats like almonds and coconut oil, just getting some of the healthier omega-3 fats. And I noticed that was starting to make a difference for me. I was feeling really weak, not consuming enough fat. So what I've started to do in the morning with, I use the Delgada, the slimming coffee. And what I started doing was making Bulletproof coffee. And the Bulletproof coffee is taking some coffee, and I like to use the slimming coffee. So you take some coffee and you add coconut oil to it. So I use 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, and I put a little bit of stevia in there, and I blend it in my Vitamix, and it's a really good alternative to using cream and sugar, and it gives it a lot of flavor, and that way you have enough of your healthy fats for the day. And it's actually so rich, and I think the calorie intake is about 210 calories for the 2 tablespoons, that it's enough to carry me through breakfast. I actually have no appetite at all after I've drank a Bulletproof coffee. So that's a really good tip with the Delgada slimming tea. The Delgada slimming coffee. Also, the updated version of the resolution, they're allowing carbohydrates, Melba snacks, some breadsticks, things like that. They've taken out a few products like no salmon, because salmon tends to be a little bit heavier of a fish. And I just don't feel like that's an optimum choice. I feel like you need the healthy fats for proper brain function, proper function of your heart and your system. And we all know how I feel about processed carbohydrates, maltose, breadsticks. That stuff's just, it's filler. And you're not gaining any nutritional value from it. So on my website, I do have the original Resolution food list on there. So I'm using the Resolution, the Delgada Slimming Tea, and the Iaso Tea. I'm sorry, the Delgada Slimming Coffee and the Iaso Tea. And I found that that just works to be a really good combination for me. It gives me enough energy throughout the day, and it helps cut food cravings, so I'm not struggling quite so much with the calorie intake during the day. And I also use the Lose It app, so I can be really mindful of my food intake, my calories, my proteins, and my fats. And I really don't consume the carbohydrates, but it still gives you a really good idea of what it is you're consuming and what areas you can see that you need to increase on. So those are just some tips that I have on the Resolution drops. I'm loving these. You're losing 1 to 3 pounds a day. If you're interested, I will include the link below. If you have any questions, go ahead and shoot me a message on Facebook. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel.